This exercise can best be described as a course that combines elements of a gymnastic and a standard jumping line. It offers a unique blend of challenges focusing on enhancing your horse's balance, jumping technique, and overall agility. This particular exercise is the first video in a series of 10. I hope you enjoy them and find them useful as well. So, other than getting the measurement for the lines right, this is a simple setup. So let's start off with the line going diagonally across your arena. So it starts with a vertical, then it's one stride to another vertical, then 2 strides to an oxa, followed by another 2 strides to a vertical. So between the first 2 verticals, it's 7 paces for the 1 stride. Then you add a placing pole exactly in the middle of the 2 verticals. So the distance is 3.5 paces either side of the pole. Then from the second vertical to the oxa, it's 11 paces for the 2 strides. And from the oxa to the last vertical, it's 12 paces for the 2 strides. And then you put V poles on the top pole of the vertical just to sharpen up your horse's technique in front. Next, you build this related distance on a curve, vertical to an oxa. It rides through on 5 strides, so it walks the standard 24 paces for the 5 strides. It is numbers 1 to 2, which generally does ride long as a related distance, so you can take a pace off and build it on 23 paces if you like. And finally, you build this related distance down the bottom long side of your arena. It's an oxa and a vertical, and you jump the line both ways, so build it appropriately. It rides through on 5 strides, so it walks the standard 24 paces for the 5 strides. And finally, you lay out these 2 canter poles for the warm-up routine. Make sure you can ride them on a circle like this. And that's it, you're all set up and ready to go. Make sure you check out the JPEG of the course plan. There's a link to it in the description below, and it's way easier to build off your phone that way. So there's nothing too fancy about this warm-up routine. It's just 2 poles randomly laid out so you can ride them on a circle. They will be related, but it's for you to figure out which distance you want to ride between them. So you're riding the related distance off your eye. You can also use your line by going wide or direct to add or drop a stride. So in general, you want to try have a little fun with this exercise and experiment with different types of rides. Don't get bothered by mistakes, you're bound to make quite a few, and don't only do this when you jump, do it on your flat work days as well. So you start off by making this line really small enough for the first jumps you jump. Then you ride up and down the related distance on 1 extra stride. So instead of 5 strides, you ride through on 6. Then once you've done that a few times and are ready to jump bigger, you can put it up to your normal jumping height and go through on the measured 5 strides. It may ride long the first couple of times because you started off with the collection, so be aware of that and make sure you're moving well through the line the first few times. And now you should be ready to jump the full exercise. You can also jump through the line smaller and on its own a few times. This will just get your horse comfortable with it before you jump it at the normal height and in the track. The line from 1 to 2 has the potential to ride a little long, as there's a good chance that you haven't got your canter pace up yet and you're coming to number 1 quietly. This is a mistake you can often get caught out with at a show as well. So always make sure you get your canter up to number 1 if number 2 is on a related distance. And then the line. It's always a good idea to jump the line small and on its own a few times before you jump it in the course. You can also dedicate a day to jumping just the line before as well, especially if you're on a young or inexperienced horse. Well done, you made it to the end. So if you enjoyed this exercise or any other of my exercises, but you're not that confident setting it up and would like some help riding it, I do online coaching. So no matter where you are in the world, I can help you with the setup and coach you over the exercise or an exercise of your choice. So if you're keen to join the online coaching revolution, don't miss out. There's a limited amount of people I can coach. Just follow the online coaching link in the description below to find out more.